Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Kinlock,
Present.
Commissioner Garza,
Here.
Commissioner Clementi,
Present.
Commissioner Dobb,
Here.
Chair Clark Coleman.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you. Next item,
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none. Next item,
C, approval of the June 4th, 2024 meeting minutes.
Move approval.
it's been properly moved by Commissioner Kinlott, supported by Commissioner Garza. Are there questions on the motion? Hearing none, I guess we won't vote today. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Okay, next item.
Item 1, under new business, forwarding the May 2024 report on Sheriff's Office overtime costs.
Okay, so Vanita's not here, so Jerome.
Jerome Picorni, Sheriff Administration.
And you can speak on item 1 and 2. We'll take those together.
Okay, so item 1 is overtime report that Vanita puts through monthly. This is through April of 2024, and then item 2 would be the same report with an extra month going through May of 2024. So as the more recent report, I'll state that on the one that ended in May, the overtime budget was $8.3 million. Overtime actual cost right now is about 13.2 million, with the difference being over $4.9 million. As in the past, it's all due to difficulty in hiring and retaining police officers. Currently 362 vacant police officers as of June 20th. 45 civilian positions were vacant. We tentatively have 21 recruits in jailers training currently, with an anticipated
See, how many?
21 recruits.
Okay,
21 recruits.
okay.
Anticipated graduation date July 26th of 2024.
Okay. Are there any questions on the report?
Move to receive and file.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do 1 and 2.
Okay, no problem.
You wanna continue on to number 2? Or was that for both?
I'm
of
sorry,
them?
that was number 2. Number 1 was the same information. It's older information since it was 1 less month. Overtime budget would be the same, with the actual cost being 11.4 million. So the difference at that time was about 3.1 million.
Okay. Now, do I have a motion to receive it? You made the motion.
Support.
Okay, it's been properly moved by Commissioner Kinlock that we receive and file items 1 and 2, and it's been supported by Commissioner Garza. Are there any other questions or concerns on items 1 and 2? Hearing none, please vote.
Yes. Aye.
Yeah, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. You gotta be consistent here. We gotta have our laptops over. Okay, all right, next item.
Item 3, requesting commission approval of a retroactive comparable source fiscal year 2023 through 24 subrecipient agreement with 2 one-year options to renew with Black Family Development for a women-specific trauma-informed relapse prevention program.
Move approval.
Wait a minute.
You know,
Ebony, please.
My district.
And would you please introduce our newest employee for
Absolutely.
community corrections?
Good morning, through the chair, Ebony McCann, Health, Human Veteran Services, Transition Services Division Director. I have with me today Mr. Lester Thomas, who has been hired to serve as the new Community Corrections Administrator for Health, Human Veteran Services. Mr. Thomas, if you'd like to introduce yourself and let the PSNJ or share your background with the PSNJ Board Committee.
Good morning. As stated, my name is Lester Thomas. I come from a background of actually law enforcement, community corrections. I've served as a juvenile probation officer, worked in the Oakland County Jail, pretrial services. I worked in federal pretrial services. Also have experience in labor relations and worked for Detroit Public Schools. that's a little bit about me.
Okay. Any questions?
I just wanted to say that this organization, we're all very familiar with familiar with the Black Family Development Inc. Been around for a long time, and so looking forward to supporting this contract, and so I move approval.
Okay, do I have a support?
I'll support, but I have a question.
Sure, and that's why
Absolutely.
that's why
Yeah,
we
right,
kind
right.
of, we kind of assume that, and we want to give we know that you know it,
Absolutely,
but we want to give the other members a chance to,
and they're having a chance now.
okay,
So,
yes, go ahead, please.
so in our analysis paperwork, there's some questions about a stop work order, which I understand what that is and why we need it, but is this something new? Or is there always a stop work order in this contract? I can't speak specifically through the chair, Ebony McCann. I can't speak specifically as to whether or not this is a new requirement in contracts. I do know that we have a representative here from Corp Counsel that may be able to speak to that. But if I may, this contract, as indicated, is retroactive. However, Black Family Development has continued to provide programming. This is specific for our returning citizens, individuals who've been sentenced to a term of probation from or by a judge at the Third Circuit Court. I believe a representative from Black Family Development may be on the call as well, but this contract or program was catered and developed specifically for community corrections. In addition to providing trauma-informed care, they are also offering childcare to eliminate some of the They don't participate in treatment and programming. So they, as Commissioner Kinlock indicated, Black Family Development has been around for some time. They are on the cutting edge as to the services they provide and continue to offer to our communities. I'm extremely grateful and excited to continue partnership with them. But as it pertains to the actual stop order, I can't speak to whether or not that is something new in contracts. But if Corp Counsel can't speak to it today, I'll get that information and provide it back.
Okay, Commissioner Kinlock.
Yes, just want to also just highlight some of the longstanding work that they've done, not only with returning citizens, but they're at the forefront of dealing with maternity issues and all sorts of wraparound programs that this organization does for not just residents in the immediate area, not just residents in Wayne County, in the city of Detroit, but throughout Wayne County. And so, like I said, I'm enthusiastically supporting this. And if they have included, if Corp Counsel is now including stop order provisions within the contracts, I think that's absolutely necessary, because I see in other instances where folks are in contracts and providing services, and then they hit a bump and there's no provision in there how to seek immediate redress. And so I think that if this is a new provision that they're including in contracts, I think that's good. Yeah.
Felicia.
Through the chair to this honorable body, so stop work orders are generally, language is generally only used for construction, just because of the nature of construction. So it's not typical in what I would call service type contracts. And that is the reason why we did inquire with regards to why that language was in here. Ultimately, we determined based on their response that we didn't have a legal problem with it, but I'm not sure it's something that should be included, generally in contracts as far as like services, just because if you have a right to terminate, then you don't necessarily need a right to stop work. But if the commission approves a contract and then they stop the work, but we approved it for 2 years and they don't come back to us, it gets complicated. So it's not something that we really want to see regularly. However, in this instance, based on a response, we did not raise any legal concerns regarding it, but we just wanted clarification as to why it was included, because it's not typically included in these type of contracts.
Excuse me, Madam Chair.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so I'd like to ask our council to do a little bit more review of that provision. And because I do think, because I've seen in instances where being able to immediately send a notice to folks to discontinue their services because of various allegations. I know that at DWIN, we have, seen through the recipient rights, certain issues and stuff. And so basically, is this a provision that would allow the county to tell someone who's providing a professional service to immediately cease and desist from operations until further review and investigations, carry on, so they don't continue to able to, generate and invoice related issues in operations. So I'm just saying, is this a provision that would allow them the administration to immediately tell a service provider to immediately stop working?
Okay, can we hear from our general counsel, Felicia?
Through the chair, I believe that is the intent of the provision, just what you said. So in this instance, that's why we did not raise a concern, because they indicated that if they were providing these trauma services and for whatever reason, and it's not clear what that rationale would be, that they needed the vendor to stop, then this would allow them to tell the vendor to stop. So we do understand what you're saying, Commissioner. I believe that is the reason why that was included. I'm sure if this language appears in more contracts in the future, we'll definitely be having further discussions with the administration and corp counsel, just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Are you okay?
Well said. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let's we have the motion by Commissioner Kenlock, supported by Commissioner Dobbs. So if there are no other questions or concerns, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, the motion carries. Next item.
Item 4, requesting commission approval of Amendment 2 and a restatement of a 3-year lease agreement with the 1-year option to renew with Clinton Building Property LLC to exercise the holdover provision of the lease and continue providing 30,600 square feet of office space and 3,000 square feet of storage space for Michigan Department of Corrections adult probation staff at the Tremonti Building.
Okay. Now they're moving over to the CJC, right?
Good morning again, through the chair, Ebony
Yes.
McCann. Yes, that is correct. The staff, once they've moved into they will move into the CJC, and there will no longer be a need for this building. But we are requesting commission approval to extend the contract for a term of 4 months to accommodate for successful transition from Clinton Building, which is located at 426 Tremonti, to the Criminal Justice Complex.
Okay. Are there any questions on this item?
I'll move for approval.
Okay. Been properly moved by Commissioner Dobbs, supported by Commissioner Clemente. If there are no other questions on this one, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And welcome aboard, Mr. Thomas. Okay, next item.
Moving to the addenda, item 5, requesting commission
that's right.
approval of retroactive amendment 3 to a 3-year comparable source agreement with Justice Benefits Inc. to assist the county with receiving funds from the State Criminal Alien Assistance Program.
Okay.
Jerome Appointed Sheriff Administration again. Justice Benefits, this is an extension of 3 years, taking it from April 2024 to April 2027 for approximately $40,000 per year, as well as one outstanding invoice for approximately $2,000. Justice Benefits, we've been working with them since 2006. They supply let's see what they do here. They do help us in obtaining federal funds. In this case, for the SCAP grant, which is State Criminal Alien Assistance Program. And they monitor and use specialized staff, analysis, technical experts to provide these funds for the Sheriff Administration. And they receive 22% of all the funds they've given to us, or we're able to get for us, rather.
Okay, so they go out and actually look for grants that we might possibly
Correct.
qualify for.
Correct. And at this point, it's just been the we call it the SCAP grant, but the State Criminal Alien Assistance Program, which is for housing aliens.
Oh, this is for just for aliens, huh?
Correct.
Yeah, legal. Yeah, he's legal and illegal.
Oh.
Yes, go ahead. And I know the word. I know that.
Right, yeah, alien.
I know that, but it's right here in
In the federal program.
that's right. That's what they call it. So unfortunately, that's what we have to refer to it as. I stumbled over that word myself because I
Right.
don't like to use it. Okay. Commissioner Dobb.
Madam Chair. So with this SCAP program, what happens after they identify these people in our jails?
Well, they identify and then they gather information as to our payroll and whatnot and how many we have in our system of the people they've identified. After that, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office actually has to put together the application. So they supply us all the information, how to enter it. They do almost like they do 95% of the work. And then we supply the application, and then we receive anywhere between 100,000 to 180,000 in the past several years.
So
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. So the SCAP program identifies legal and illegal non-citizen felons that may be housed in county facilities. And once those individuals are identified, then Just Benefits helps us fill out an application for what?
For this
money to,
State Criminal Alien, yes, it's funding that we can therefore use for anything within the sheriff's office.
okay.
I thought it was only for the benefit.
So Just Benefits doesn't help us get money for the SCAP program. They run the SCAP program and then we get money once we identify those
No,
individuals.
I'm sorry. The SCAP program is run by the federal government. What they do is they do the necessary documentation required to secure the federal reimbursements. They have technical experts that they use. They provide the analysis, financial staff. They specialize staff in proprietary software, which computes the SCAP program, the SCAP claims. Identify the opportunities. They also have a lobbyist. So their lobbyist ensures that the State Criminal Alien Assistance Program, the size of the pie, as well as our slice of the pie.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions on this item? Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make motion.
Support.
Probably moved by Commissioner Clemente, supported by Commissioner Kinlock. Are there any other questions or concerns on the addenda item number 5?
Just one question as relates to item number 5. Can you give us, unless it's already been provided, the list of reimbursable, allowable reimbursable positions or other, reimbursable items under this grant?
I will do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, it's been properly moved, so all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion passes. Next item.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I have not been informed of any. Next item.
G, public comments.
Okay. The lines open,
The lines are open.
phone lines and Zoom are open. Okay. It is now that time where we open it up for we open the meeting up for any comments from people either in the chamber here or on the phone or on Zoom. So if you would like to make a public comment at this time, either those that are in the chamber or on the phone or Zoom, please speak at this time. Second call for public comment. If you have a comment that you'd like to make at this time, either Zoom or the phone or in person here, please speak. Last call for public comment. Okay, hearing none, public comment is closed. Next item.
Adjournment.
Okay, it's properly moved and support that. All in favor?